Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and this is where the game spat me out when I reloaded it. So, if you're wondering why I wasn't exactly where I left off from the last episode, that's why, because I record one episode at a time. That's just how I do. Unless it's a versus, but then, results may vary. Anyway, this is Anodyne. In the last episode, we did some stuff in the horrible, disgusting red caves, and we got an upgrade for our broom, because that's as good as it's gonna get, apparently. Anyway, in this episode, we're gonna do a bit more exploring of the Hyrule field, as I'm gonna keep calling it, and make our way to the third dungeon, I think. Now, on my practice playthrough, that is so difficult to say on recording, I'm so tempted to just, practice prayer or something. I forgot that the third dungeon was the third dungeon, so I kind of did it by accident, in fairness, until I got halfway through it and I realised, oh, this is a dungeon, so I might as well just finish what I've started. Anyway, here's rank, pun completely intended. I cut down the bushes for a living. Sometimes when you cut the bushes, you find gold. The economy has been really struggling under this bush. That's what she said? I can't go into your house. You make me sad in the face. Oh, by the way, we're back in the area of gorgeous music. Because, this music, ugh! As I've said, it's one of the most iconic tracks on the Anodyne soundtrack, which you can actually buy alongside the game on Steam, but I didn't, but that's because, I don't even know. I can't even explain. But it's definitely worth getting. We can't go up this way, but remember this area for later. Can't go over there, but again, remember it for later. Sounds too much like I'm saying, remember it, comma, for later. Like, you're a person who fillates, now remember what I have to say. And here's a gate. I don't think I opened this on my practice run, or if I did, it was right at the end of the game, because you don't have to have the key to open it, you can just go around it. Now, I'm going to do a bit of exploring over here before I go anywhere else. You are a frog. And you are a bat. I'm going to do a bit of the explorations and I lost my dust. Oh yeah, you can't carry dust from one screen to another. Don't know if I ever mentioned that. I'm going to do a bit of exploring first, because I don't want to rush straight into the next dungeon, because this LP is going too quickly as it is. Because this is a game to be savoured and eaten, and I don't know. This is a good game. I don't want it to be over before it's even started, because I have it up in my mind so much, and I want to play it and enjoy playing it, and it's 25 to 10 in the evening. My commentary's not at its finest, I will readily admit. Can't do this yet because there are spiky spoos. Did I really just say spiky spoos? Half the time I'm convinced my brain secretes some kind of cannabinoid liquid that gets itself high. Because why else would I have this crazy obsession with potatoes, etc.? I think that's where we need to go next, but we don't have a dust. So, oh, hang on. I think I know how to get up there. Unless it's this way, because there are two places that connect to the Hyrule Fieldy place from the right, and I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, we'll be coming here later. And that place there with the rain, that doesn't have music at the moment, but when it does, one of my I would say one of my top 10, one of my top 3 tracks in this game, I think, alongside this one, because this area, this entire game, can't stress how much I love the music. Anyway, gone completely off on a tangent, but if we take this dust here, you can't carry dust in your broom between screens, but you can carry it between screens if you're riding it, ladies. So we just have to follow the body of water, and then we will get to where it is that we're going. I don't remember The point is, there are these small bodies of water, so we could carry it between screens and pick up and put it down and carry it between screens again, without needing to ride it the whole way, ladies, again. I don't remember if going this way is conducive to any particular flavour of progress, but we're in the right half of the overworld, half of the hoverworld, so we'll just keep going this way. So how have you people been being? It's been a bit of a week for me. I don't know if I've mentioned on recording at all, but like Tuesdays are just no for me. I'm recording this on a Thursday, but Tuesdays are just I'm in university pretty much all day from 9 until 6 with like a 2-hour break from 11 till 1 for lunch, but by the time you get to the 6 o'clock bit, you sort of don't remember. I want to see what's up one square from there in case there's something important that I'm missing, because we're about to get to where we're going. Anyway, I was saying a thing. There's nothing of interest. Like, every semester the timetable of my course changes a little bit, and I'm on the second semester now. I don't like calling it a semester, it feels too American. But last semester, Mondays had me starting at 11, 10 it was, and all the other days I think were 9. I think? Here's a mushroom. Okay. Whereas this semester, Tuesday starts me at 9. All the other days, I think Monday is 11. Wednesday is, I think, also 11. And then Thursday is 2. So, you know. Land Lake? What? Anyway, as the sign implies, we're heading to the cliffs next. But yeah, so Tuesday has me getting up really early, finishing later than I thought was even permissible for a university course. And so I have to make sure I'm awake on like sometime in the morning on the following Wednesday. So I don't get much sleep, and that's why that's half the reason why my first episode of Let's Finish Minish Cap, not Minish Cap versus, just Let's Finish Minish Cap. That's why that seemed so questionably good, because it's like it was a rush job, had to get out on the same day, and I was 2 days worth of tired. Anyway, I'm the thorax, I speak for the bees. Their fate is uncertain, it's not the bee's knees. You are terrible at rhymes. Some colonies workers have all took to flight. These colonies die, it's no pretty sight. Perhaps it's a virus or a new pesticide. Perhaps it's the larva of the foul forehead flies that's making these honeybees all act so strange. Whatever it is, it must certainly change. Okay, yes, I am not a Seuss child. What? But I took the dust with me, you nipple! Don't appreciate drowning. Got an entire swoon before I realised I was even dying. But yes, I was not a child of Dr. Seuss. Good for you. Again! Damn it, dust. Well, indie games, you get what you pay for, but this is still a good game. Don't let the questionable dust concern and boob you in the face. I don't know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's late. I've had 2 days worth of 3 days worth of tired now, although, you know, I've had a Thursday to recover. That's our destination, but I want to do a bit more explorating first. I don't think there's anything of note down here, so that frog can... I will let you live, froggy frog, frog, frog. Frog capture complete. You're a rabbit.
Hey, you big bully, I'm not afraid of no ghosts. You big lunkhead, I won't run away, not even if you try to slug me a
Okay, what the fuck ever, man. I do not give a shit. I give fewer shits than a constipated vegan. I thank you. Now, I think there's something up here that looks... Yeah, there's something up here that looks like it should be something, and... Again, I will say I remember this for later, but I seem to recall in my practice playthrough, I went up there and there wasn't anything of note up there, which kind of disappoints me. But whatever. That's part of the charm of this game. You know there's stuff that you... Like, you see stuff that you can't do until later. Oh, hello. Wait, sir, madam, I don't know. You see stuff that you can't do until later, and then you... come back later and find out what the... Like, there are mysteries to be solved, and you can solve it yourself once you work out that you have the power to do so. I went right past it, didn't I? Beware the forest mushrooms. I believe I get the reference? I'm not 100% sure. But then again, I'm not in full thinky capacity mode. I don't know what else to say. So, are you all having a good day or night or whatever time of day it is when you're watching this? Are you having a good life in general? Because if you're not, then I want to make you happy because you are an internet person, and as a viewer of mine, even if you're just a one-time viewer, you matter to me. So, Tess loves you all. And not in the creepy way that my ambiguosity would imply. but I kind of don't, because I'm halfway through this episode already. I've made not very much progress. Berries are a good kind of food. I like berries. Please make sure not to defecate on the berries. So far, I have had sexual intercourse 18 times this season. Also, I've eaten 389 bowlfuls of berries. Good for you! I'm leaving. If there's some sort of joke with that, I don't get it. Did they just want to slip in the word sexual... well, the phrase sexual intercourse into this game? Because if that's the case, more power to them. Is this a reference to Link's Awakening? Like, this would be a great fairy fountain, except this isn't a Zelda game? Here's a white flower. Don't think it does anything. I think we'll be coming back here later, though. And also, something to remember for later, like a lot later. The rabbits here are incredibly skittish, and moving is a bad idea if there's one on screen, and its being on screen has something to do with what you want to do. Now, that will make absolutely no sense whatsoever to the casual viewer, but if either you've played this game before, or if you're familiar with what goes on later in this game, then what I'm saying is it makes no sense now unless you know what happens later, and then something happens later and it'll make a butt-ton more sense. And bats can you not. And there's nothing. I think we've covered the forest pretty nicely, yeah. Well, in that case we can proceed to the cliffs, which... the cliff area does have some really iconic music from the... like, it's another one of those tracks where if I think of the Anodyne soundtrack, I think of this particular track. I don't like it as much. Like, it's not in my top 5, but I do still like it because it's really beautiful and atmospheric. And I'll talk over this intro bit, but once it gets going, I'll be quiet so you can have a listen to it for a little while. But so pleasant, and it does... you wouldn't have thought it so, but it does sound like it belongs in a cliffy area. Could you not just meditate to this music or something? Like, it is so beautiful and, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's, like, it sort of goes really well with the colour scheme in the area as well. It's, like, slightly, not washed out, but a little bit sepia, and, like, you got this sort of dusty sunset going on in the background, and you can imagine, like, well, certainly I can, looking up at that sky and, like, you can see the sun setting behind some clouds, and the sunlight gets you right in the eye, and you can't look at it for too long, but for the few seconds that you can look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. Sorry I had to completely kill the mood there, but, yeah, Nexus Stone just showing off. This is an area. Hey, young. Oh my god, it's Lady Gaga! Are those bike shoes for me? Wow, I did not say that. Thanks, MC Hammer. I've been thinking about getting these since Wares has those pedals where you can clip in bike shoes. Here, MC Hammer, take my boots in exchange. They have these cool springs that let you jump really high. You press X to jump with them on. Go on, try them out. They're not that smelly. Are they made of meat? Because you are Lady Gaga. Well, I can't jump at the moment, so... what cave, good sir? There we go. It's being a bit crazy about when I can jump. Cool, yes, thank you, Lady Gaga. Alright, take care. You two, okay, just drive right through me. Okay. Anyway, that's the next dungeon there. But I'm not going to go in just yet, because we have some other things to take care of. There's the cave up here that I think that stone refers to, in all fairness. Wait, hang on, where was it? We went right past it. This one here. Now, I held off on going in because... you need the jumpy shoes to make any progress in there, and also you get a bit of a preview of the dungeon tile set and music and colour scheme. So we've got a cave with all this blueness and... ah yes. These things, another use for dust. Although you can't tell at the moment. Okay, I failed. Now, they do nothing if... these platforms do nothing if you stand on them. If you jump on them, they fart out some dust, and then they go. And that's that in a nutshell. Now, you see, if you can use them, they're green, but if they're red, they don't do anything. I need to pick up some dust and put the dust in them, and that's how you charge them up for usage. And I know there's a gimmick in this room. Is it? Oh, no, apparently not. There is a gimmick that they introduce around this point in the game that I'm not going to spoil just yet, but it makes sort of uppy-downy or lefty-righty rooms a bit of a hassle. Okay, you need to have good rhythm for this, but I think I got my first game over in my practice playthrough on this room because it is a bit boobity. Because, not only do you bleh. If you get hit by one of the things, then you lose a fuck of health. And then you get knocked back into a pit as well, which takes another fuck of health, and that's just not a good time. So I think if we just do a bit of back and fouth, as some people call it, people who forget that the R is not in fact a U. Huh. Oh, come on! Come on! I have 2 fucks of health. Nope, doggy, no. Nope. Nope. All of the no. Oh. Now then, there are these people who make sort of crowdy noises, and they don't really do anything, they just push you around, you can push them. Equip the Extend upgrade in the menu for the brooms release half of dust particles in front of the room's normal reach. This is the other upgrade, it goes instead of the Widen upgrade. I noticed when I got the Widen upgrade, I said it really funnily, and so that's going to be my thing now. So of the 2 upgrades so far that you should have at this point in the game, I prefer the Extend one. And I'm going to save right here because... Wait, no, hang on. There isn't a quick escape! No! I want to... Okay. I saved just there because I am fairly sure I'm going to die on the way back. There it is. First game over. Do I want to show this off now? Yeah, if I don't show this off now, then I probably never will. If you say no on the game over screen, then you'll wake up in a house. Don't know whose house this is. I will address this later on when towards the end of the project, I will give my thoughts on, what Anodyne as a game means. There's a chest back there, but we can't access it, so might as well just leave the house, Do you wonder where it'll spit us out? Why, back at the title screen, of course. What were you expecting? So let's head back in, and hope that it saved me in such a way that I still have the... Yep, I do have still have the sweepy sweep. So, yeah, getting the F out of there. And all the other letters as well, because... I don't know. So yes, the Extend is my weapon of choice. I just like being able to hit enemies from slightly further away. And hitting them slightly to the left and right, that's good if you don't have super precise aim, but... it's a broom, and it's it's up, down, left, right. It can't be that hard to hit an enemy. But if they're a bit further away, if you're a bit too far away from an enemy, that's not so much missing as it is. You need to get a bit closer, it's a bit riskier, so I'd rather just poke them from a distance rather than have something that makes my aim a bit better. I'm not justifying it very well, but surely you get what I mean. Now, I've got a few minutes left, so I'm going to explore the area a little bit more, soak up the music, pump up the volume, dance. I don't even know if that song is even a thing. Now, this dog will not hurt you. I'm not like the others. Woof! I won't harm you. It is a quiet existence up here. You smell like Swiss Okay. No comment. So... I think there's a card up here? Not 100%. Oh, there's just this guy. Oh yes, I met someone who was a little lost. They told me they were going off to look around the beach. Did you get hit by a boulder on your way up? Sometimes I throw boulders when I'm angry. I'm sorry if I hit you. My mother always said that if I kept doing it, I'd run out of mountain to throw back before she was fracked. I could make a controversial remark about, the fact that 90% of the people who are against fracking don't even know what fracking is, but... I'm not going to cause controversy on my videos. So... don't really have anything else to say. I think the only way to progress in this area would be to just do the dungeon, I think, unless I missed something blindingly obvious, but I think all of the bits down there are gated off, so... With that being the case, I will save here, and in the next episode we'll do the 3rd dungeon. So, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and don't really have an outro, so